Welcome back to Aaron's Daily Thoughts. Today's subject is time. If you constantly feel like there's never enough time, you go throughout your day trying to squeeze as many things into your day as possible, but it just seems like you're not getting stuff done. And everyone around you says there's only 24 hours in a day, and everyone has that same 24 hours. It's all about what you do with it. And that's true. But it might be helpful to change your perspective on the limited amount of time you have. Because if instead you think of time, if you think of time as a limited resource, you think that time is finite, and there's only 24 hours in a day, there's only 12 hours you're awake, there's a specific amount of time that you have to use, and if you don't use up every ounce of that time, then that was time wasted. Here's the thing. No one on earth is 100% effective at using their time, because we are all imperfect beings. Some people have figured out how to be really, really efficient, but it's impossible to be perfectly efficient, to use every second of every day doing something that would improve yourself. So, it's helpful to change your perspective. A good way to look at time is the same way you should look at money. It is infinite. It is constantly being created. Okay, think about money, for example. Money is being printed every single day. Over and over again, there is more and more and more and more being made, more put into the economy, which means that it is infinite. It is circling around. There is always enough. There is always enough money. People who have poverty mindsets believe that there is never enough, when in reality, if you change your mindset to believe that there is always enough, you will always have enough. What you focus on is what grows. What you feed is what flourishes in your life. These ideas that you reinforce over and over and over again are the ideas that are going to grow in your life. And you're going to see products of that everywhere you go, in everything you do. So if you believe that there is always enough money, you will always have enough. Now, this is a good way to look at time, because instead of thinking every day you're getting closer to your death, that's kind of pessimistic. Just thinking that this is how many hours I have left. This is how many days I have left. Instead of thinking of that, think of every day as a new day. Think about every hour as another hour you're adding on to your life, not taking away. Think about it. You don't know when you're going to die. Nobody does. And so, it could happen any day. So if you think about time, instead of how many hours do I have left, but how many have I made? How many will I create? That is the better way to look at it. So then you look at it in the same way as you do money, that there is always enough. There is always enough time, because every single day you're adding on another day to your life. And because this time is being constantly added on, every second, every minute, every hour is another hour added on to your life, that means it is infinite. And so if you think about time this way, you can believe that there is always enough. That positive outlook will allow you to be able to utilize every hour you have in your day, and even if you make a mistake, you can believe the truth that there is always tomorrow. It doesn't matter when you die. Somebody said a really powerful quote. I don't know who this was, but it goes like this. Stop focusing on how many years you have left, but instead focus more on what you're doing with the years you have. That's all I have for today. See ya.